What up, peeps and peepettes? MorbTron here today with Warframe, and the question of the video is, should you play Warframe? Is it the game for you? And if it is, what's so good about it? Well, Warframe is a free-to-play looter shooter that is very rewarding. The game is extremely deep, has a lot to offer as far as story, as far as grinding for items, things of that nature, finding rare items, there's raids, there's deep end game. The game has a lot to offer. Now, you can use an in-game currency called Platinum to purchase Warframes, which is like your character. There are a ton. This is only a few of them that you can choose from. I'm not going to go over which ones are the best. I am about 100 hours into the game, and I know only the tip of the iceberg as far as what's good, what's bad, and why. But I do know that this game is extremely fun and can be extremely rewarding, and is fairly easy to get into, but is very difficult to learn everything and master everything. So like I said, I'm 100 hours in. I have unlocked Warframes by doing missions and collecting the parts and crafting them. I've also used in-game currency Platinum to outright buy some of them. That piqued my interest. And you buy Platinum with real money, or you can trade in-game items for Platinum as well. So there's a trade chat. You might find an item or a modification that you want to sell. You post it for sale. Someone will buy it for Platinum. You can trade them that item for the Platinum. Now, as far as it being a pay-to-win game, I don't really consider it a pay-to-win game, because yes, you can pay to unlock certain Warframes and weapons, but the high-end items that are considered prime, you can get only by farming for them, or from special events that the game developer might put on. And the prime weapons are kind of like the best of the best as far as weapon types are concerned. The primes are always going to be better than the regular versions of them. I don't have a single prime Warframe. Actually, I do. I have a Frost Prime that I got from a special event, linking my Twitch account to the game a while back when they did a promotion with Twitch. So that was kind of neat. You can level up your Warframes and put more modifications on them to make them better. The mods are a bit intimidating, and I'm not the person to explain all of them to you or to tell you the best builds, as, like I said, I'm only 100 hours into the game, and I don't know everything there is to know. But there's a ton of different Warframes to farm for, collect, level up, and master. There's a ton of weapons. You have your primaries, your secondaries, and your melee weapons, which there's a host of different types of melee weapons. You have your great axes, you have great swords, you have tonfas, pole arms, hammers, glaives, scythes, whips, fist weapons, sword and shield. You have like the dual small melee weapons. There's a lot in the game. There's companions that you can get. You can breed and collect different types of companions. I have a Kubro, which is kind of like a dog. I named him Puppers because I'm super original. And you can level up your dog and put different armor on him, and he can do different stuff for you. You can breed them to come up with different stats on them, that sort of thing. There's also little robotic companions that you can choose from as well. You can craft them if you collect the parts for them. They all have different traits and things of that nature. If you want to be stealthy, use Shade. If you want to go in loud and kill everything, use Death Cube or Worm. If you want to shoot lasers, use Taxon. If you like to have infinite ammo, use Carrier. That sort of thing. The crafting system is extremely in-depth and will have you giddy with excitement over certain drops, and will have you crying as you try to farm for specific materials to craft those things that you have blueprints for. There's a ton of different skins for your Warframes that you can either purchase with Platinum, or there are actually certain players or creators out there in the Warframe community that have made skins for the game themselves, and the game developer lets you directly support those by buying them straight from the Steam store. So that's kind of interesting. And then as far as the game, there is endless possibilities for new content, and it is always free. They fund this game by people buying Platinum, but like I said, the game's not really pay to win because you can only pay to unlock. That doesn't actually mean it's leveled up. You still have to invest time in something before it's any good. Now, as far as the game is concerned, you start on Earth, and then you work your way around in a big circle, and I am only on Saturn. I have Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Sedna, some of the Void to go, and like I said, I'm 100 hours into this game. There's certain factions that you can join to grind reputation with, to get special mods that make your Warframe's abilities more unique and powerful. You can get weapon mods that make huge giant explosions and good stuff. There's even kind of a free roam activity. And this free roam activity is on Earth. There is a giant city called Cetus, where there are different merchants, and you can help protect the what I believe to be the last vestige of humanity. Gross. And you can earn their trust in order to buy things from them. Weapon blueprints, different pets of that nature that you can put in your ship. You can even get different ships and customize your ship as you see fit. Everything in this game is customizable. You want to have a fashion show? Well, then by all means, have a Warframe fashion show. Every time you go to Cetus, it's pretty much a fashion show anyway. Everybody hangs out. You can walk through your teammates. You don't get stuck on them. The game is third person, but, you know, that's just the way it is. But we're going to go out into what's known as the Plains of Eidolon, where you can roam around with your buddies. You can do bounties for Cetus. You can hunt massive boss-like creatures called Eidolons, which there are now 3 of. You can even do things like fish and mine resources for the city to get their reputation, or just for fun. Speaking of the Eidolons, there is one now. That is one of the new ones, the Terrorist. The bounties can be easy, they can be difficult, depending on which difficulty you select. The enemies are amazingly designed out here. There are cities of enemies, there are camps, there are patrols, there are even little flying ships that you can steal from the enemies and fly around and explore this area for yourself. They do spawn in random locations though, so good luck trying to find one if you are actually trying to find one. like I am currently. But it would not be a review if we did not talk about some of the bad things about the game along with the good. The thing that I think is the worst about the game is that it is extremely intimidating for new players. There is a lot to learn and a lot to be mastered and a lot to unlock. And right away in the game, they kind of direct you on the very most basic of things, but after the tutorial, you are on your own. But I will say that the community is amazing in Warframe, and if you literally ask in the general chat, someone will help you. That is a very big gun. Ow. Roaming around at night in the plains of Eidolon is incredibly dangerous, FYI. There are the massive Eidolons that come out, there are the Eidolon anomalous that spawn, and they shoot you in the face, and it hurts. It's all around a pretty terrifying place at night. But you can escape things pretty easily. Anyway, like I was saying, the community is incredibly helpful in this game. You can ask in general chat, and instead of having the community be toxic towards new players, they welcome new players with open arms, and most of them will even invite you to a group and do a couple missions with you just to kind of get you leveled up a little bit and maybe get you some loot. It's the best gaming community I have ever been a part of. They'll be happy to teach you what they know. There's only a few people that know everything about the game. I actually doubt somebody knows everything about the game. But there are always people to help. Another kind of bad thing you could say about the game is that the only way Platinum gets into the economy is through players purchasing it. And Platinum is, of course, used to unlock skins and things like that. Everything else you can unlock just by playing. But if you want cosmetic items, you're going to have to spend Platinum. Now, you can earn Platinum by selling mods and things like that to players. However, the only way that Platinum is brought into the economy is through player purchases. There are ways that people can get minute amounts of Platinum, either through a rare occurrence and a daily login reward, or by doing a recruit a friend, and that friend if the friend buys Platinum, the person who recruited them gets 10% as a bonus. So if somebody buys 100 Platinum, their friend that recruited them would get 10 bonus. They don't get 10 of their friend's Platinum. If that person buys 1,000, the person that recruited them gets 100. You catch my drift. Although that is the only way that Platinum gets injected into the economy, I really don't consider it that bad of a thing, because that is the only way that this game developer can support their game development. So the game is completely free to play. You can unlock absolutely everything as far as characters and weapons and all that through gameplay. And things that are time locked, that were only available for a limited amount of time, you can still, get them from other players that might have extras through trades. So that is a thing. And then from time to time they do special events where things that aren't available anymore come back for a limited amount of time that you can get through doing specific bounties and things of that nature. So I've said the good, I've said the bad, and really the bad isn't that bad. As far as in-game purchases goes, if you want to call it microtransactions, this game being free to play and them allowing you to unlock things through purchasing it with real money, basically, but not really pay to win, because you still have to level up whatever you're using and get the mods for it to make it better, and that sort of thing. There's no way to buy mods using Platinum except spending Platinum to buy it from other players, there's no in-game market to purchase mods. They have done this extremely well. I think that they're one of the few developers out there that are doing it the right way, and I hope they continue to keep up their pattern of listening to their community and coming out with constant updates and hot fixes to make their game better. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. So if you enjoyed the way I reviewed this game, hit that like button for me. If you are new to my channel and you want to see more of my daily content, do not forget to hit that subscribe button. The most important thing, though, is that you don't forget to have a good day, and I will catch you all next time.